Hello, hello. Welcome to the first EARTH MOMMA Living podcast. This is number 1. I am Jackie O with EARTH MOMMA Living. This is the place where we explore healing through food, exercise, and mind-body wellness. I help moms create a delicious, holistic lifestyle so they can massively improve their family's health, their whole family's health, without sacrificing flavor, time, or sanity. All right, so get out your pen and paper, grocery list, and open your minds about food and cooking, mental wellness, body movement, and holistic home living as we dive into our show today. I'm coming to you from Phoenix, Arizona. Please pass on the word, tell your friends, and let's get our awakened EARTH MOMMA Living family growing. Where can you find me? I post regularly on my blog on earthmommaliving.com, Facebook, and my name there is Jackie Olmstead. You can also connect with me there on my plant-based gluten-free living group, and also Instagram at EARTH MOMMA Living Official, YouTube, and Rumble. So in today's show, I will give you a simple meditation to use right now, and then I'll read you a blurb from the latest writing adventure that I contributed to last year. It's a book that was titled Disease Reversal Hope, and it is an ongoing project where they are actually doing a movie as well right now. So, before I get into more today, I always love to tell you guys my best words of advice about gathering information anywhere. Please read and listen to information you find here and anywhere with discernment, and what I mean is look things up on your own to confirm what you need to know and understand. Feel free to ask me questions. Not everyone has the whole truth, but when I look through and see multiple sources myself that contain similar or exact information and it resonates with me, then I sit with it and I adopt it as kind of my go-to until further or different knowledge is gathered. Does that make sense? Awesome. Okay. Next is I want to tell you, and I don't usually speak it very often, but it is my business mantra. It is my core belief and what guides me. And I spent many days and hours and weeks refining it, and it is truly what I believe, what I came here to do. So in all that I do, I believe in challenging the status quo. I believe in trusting our bodies to heal themselves. The way I challenge the status quo is by teaching clean living by what we eat, what we allow around us, and all that supports our bodies to heal themselves. All right, so to do this, we first must get quiet and learn about who we actually are. And that is simply a daily thing. And something that I do as a practice every day. I use meditation, exercise, cooking, sewing, anything that I love to do that actually helps me to remember who Jackie O is, and here I am. And one of the things I highly recommend is to look up, one of the things is also your astrology natal chart. If you've never looked it up, it's basically where all the planets have aligned themselves when you were born. Really, really fascinating when you start to look into it. And the website that I send people to all the time is astro.com, astro.com. And if you go to their free readings tab, go to your natal chart there. So ideally, you need to know your exact time of birth within 10 minutes, your place of birth, and of course your year. All right, so first thing is I'm going to do a short guided meditation here since we're practicing connecting and being in our bodies as it relates to the earth and our higher selves. Please do this only if it's safe for you to close your eyes and be very relaxed. Save this podcast for later times for meditation as well. All right? So, get yourself comfortable. If whether you're sitting, laying down, or you're just sitting in your car, you could be in your car, just don't be driving, please. So first begin by taking a moment to settle in and have your feet touching the floor if possible, and ideally the earth, that would be even better. Hands relaxed and face relaxed. Notice now how you're feeling. how you're doing right now in this very moment. Let's start acknowledging your body and all its parts. Today, let's start at the feet, simply noticing how your body is feeling. Send loving thoughts to your feet, ankles, legs, hips, and move upwards toward your stomach, back, chest, sides. Give honor to your hands, arms, shoulders, neck, head, face, and mouth. Also might want to pay attention to your forehead, because oftentimes this is where we have our stress, and certainly in the back of the neck. And so just pay attention to any tension that you might find or relaxation anywhere in your body at this time. Notice how your body relaxes each part without any effort on your part. See how your muscles become a little looser, less tense, naturally, just because you're taking a moment to sit quietly and give honor to it. Without any effort or input from you, without you even trying, your body is becoming more relaxed. See your thoughts and ideas about your own body and just observe them. It is okay to feel however you're feeling. Just observe and let them go, embracing only love and confidence and appreciation. What might it be like to accept your body just as it is? What if you felt okay about your physical self? Maybe you do already. That is awesome. Imagine for a few moments what that would feel like and what it would be like. Breathe in deeply and breathe out. In and out. In and out. Keep breathing slowly and deeply. It feels good to take deep, calm breaths. I will say a few affirmations now. You can repeat these if you wish, or simply take in the words as I speak them. I am okay the way I am. I am enough. I accept myself the way I am. I accept this body I am in. I am already perfect. My uniqueness makes me lovable. My body functions as a whole and is part of the grand whole. I love myself and all is one. At this moment, notice how you're feeling. All feelings are valid. Just observe. Take a moment now to just relax. Breathe in deeply from your higher self and then release back to the earth to recycle what you don't need anymore. Breathe in deeply from your higher self, then release back to the earth to recycle what you don't need anymore. When you're ready to return to the present space, embrace the feeling of calm while becoming more awake and alert. Slowly open your eyes and move your fingers, toes, legs, and stretch if that feels good. Deep breath in, and deep breath out. Welcome back, my friends. I know I feel really grounded and feeling more awake now. What stood out for you in your observing? Just think about that and let it sit for you this week and today, for the rest of your day. So if you'd like to know more details about my journey, I suggest that you visit my blog post that's on earthmommaliving.com that is dated on September 7th last year about my needing to remove every speck of gluten in my diet once they gave me a diagnosis of celiac disease. That began my food journey, and all my other journeys before that, I also outline in that blog post. So, and today's episode, I'm going to read to you a section of writing from the book I contributed to last year that was published in December called, as I mentioned, Disease Reversal Hope, that has 35 stories, including my own, in a beautifully bound paperback that's available on Amazon now. And for those of you who can see on video, I'm holding that for you so you can see the cover. And so I am going to read you an excerpt from that. And my story actually starts in 127 in this book. So if you guys get this book, which I do highly recommend, it's a fantastic resource for yourself, for inspiration, and anybody else in your life who has any kind of health issues whatsoever. And I'll just list for you some of them that are on the front cover. Chronic fatigue syndrome, type 2 diabetes, migraines, kidney disease, scleroderma, obesity, asthma, pain, acne, scleroderma. Oh, they have it on there again. Depression, infertility, constipation, irritable bowel syndrome, pain, gallbladder disease, and multiple sclerosis, anxiety, high blood pressure, lupus, and it goes on because there's so many. And my conditions that I've been diagnosed with are asthma, irritable bowel syndrome, or IBS, Hashimoto's disease, celiac disease, hypoglycemia, anemia, vertigo, hormonal imbalances, menstrual problems, fertility problems, panic attacks, overweight, and depression. Woohoo! Yeah, I mean, I know I'm not the only one in the world who has got a ton of health issues or had. I am at a point in my life, thank you, universe and God, for my abilities to be able to heal myself and to have found a way of living and eating to heal almost pretty much all of these. The only ones I have that I am taking still some medicine for is my Hashimoto's, because they told me I have to be on it for life. I have no symptoms of any health conditions on a daily basis anymore. So here's the blurb that starts my passage in this book. You would think that Jackie Olmsted would have grown up with little or to no health issues, since her father was a physician and her mother was a nurse. But at 6 months old, she was diagnosed with asthma, being hospitalized several times while enduring breathing treatments. Steroids, antibiotics, inhalers, and oral asthma medicines was challenging and a lonely and scary way to grow up. All these treatments, medicines, and emergency room visits continued into her 40s. Viruses, flu bugs, and sometimes exercise would trigger an asthma episode that would last for 1 to 2 weeks and occurred once or twice a year or more. Other diagnoses would emerge later that include irritable bowel syndrome, Hashimoto's, hypoglycemia, and depression. She then discovered a whole food, plant-based lifestyle, and today no longer owns any inhalers. I do not. I have no inhalers. Nope. She has only one asthma. I have had only one asthma attack in 6 years, and actually that was back in 2020 in February, and I had some bad type of bronchitis or something like that. I don't know what it was, but I haven't been sick since then, and also before that I was not sick either since I can't even remember. So but yeah, you can follow me on my blog, like I said, at earthmommaliving.com, and that is where I house all of my longer writings that are there to help you and assist any of you guys who need any support in the wellness journey. So that's it. That's what I promised you today. That about does it for my first podcast. But one last thing. I want to give you a list of the top 10 tips why you should make your own food as opposed to buying processed food from the store or even restaurants. So, just best, in an ideal world. Number 1, you know what's in it. Number 2, the ingredients are predictable. In other words, they give me XYZ nutrients, and you can also predict your macro and micronutrients. 3, health benefits are astronomical, not to mention reducing tons of waste out there. Simplicity in food prep. This is number 4, and storage, longevity. So, you can manage it. You can manage to solve this, and you can also know how long you have till you need to go to the store again. Number 5, you reduce waste in landfills, and you take out your own garbage, and you reduce even needing to recycle plastic, glass, and metals and paper. Just so much less. Number 6, the cost alone. Okay. 7, the education, and you have an education in what your body needs or what it doesn't need. Number 8, you end your dependency on big corporations that dictate to us for the past 50 plus years what we're supposed to buy and eat, that manipulate us for their profit only. And that's a whole other topic that we can talk about another time. But self-sufficiency, that's what I'm aiming for here, okay? Number 9, our kids. We pass down from our generation to the next. We take back our health and our kitchens and our lives, health and power. And our responsibility for our own health knowledge to heal ourselves is paramount. You also can customize what works for you, and knowing what works better for you as opposed to other families is also makes you even more self-sufficient. All right, last one, 10, less doctor visits. And I have the word God damn it right there. Because, I mean, who wants to go to the doctor? I mean, do you really like going to the doctor? If you don't have to go, isn't that more freeing? Because you're healthier, you won't need to go as much. I mean, if you want to check in every year or 2 years, whatever it is you feel like, I'm all for not having anybody else dictate to me what I need for my own well-being, because I'm figuring it out on my own. So, all right. If anyone has questions at all about my story, please go ahead if you'd like, and you can send me an email at Jackie, Jackie, at earthmommaliving.com. And that does it for my first edition of the Earth Momma Living podcast. I hope you have a super awesome day, my friends. I love you, and I will speak to you soon. Take care. Blessings.